Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our absolutely fantastic new community portal website. This is the home of Unit Lost now, and this is just absolutely magnificent, ladies and gentlemen. I've always wanted this, but we simply couldn't warrant getting it. You know, we were not big enough, but now we are, and we can have this absolutely fantastic foundation to build Unit Lost on. This is, you know, we had the forums before, the old forum, and they were fine. You know, they did a job. But this is an absolutely, this is like top of the range. This is something that we can build and we can develop and we can just, this is just great, guys. This is like the home of Unit Lost, and it's what I've always wanted. And it's going to allow us to build such a great community. I just cannot believe it. Anyway, allow me to take you on a little tour. Now, you may notice that the URL is forum.unitlost.com. Don't worry about that, because if you type in unitlost.com, you will end up at this page. You will get redirected. This is the home page of Unit Lost now. So, I think we'll we'll start with sort of the simpler stuff, although it's not a difficult thing to use. What the hell am I talking about? But I'm trying to organise information in my head because I've got so much I want to say. I'm just going to blurt it all out at once. So if we look at... Okay, so if we look at these like user avatars, okay, some of them will look like that, yeah, where they've got the like silhouette of the guy. That means there is no avatar, okay? Now the reason for that is because there were some issues with porting the database over, okay? So we have all of the posts apart from the posts from the last 2 days because of the transition period. So we have all of the posts, all of the forums, and all of the user information from the old forum. That means you can log into this forum using your existing details for the old forum, okay? So it'll be totally seamless. However, there are things like your little avatar, which you can see there. It may have not ported over, but you can see others have. Like, so mine has, Underdogs has, Feld's has, Kiri's has, Cal's has. So most of them have, but some of them haven't. And the same applies to signatures. Now, if yours are not there, just simply re-upload, you know, simply go to your control panel at the top there and sort it out, and that'll be fine. As for the forums themselves, now the structure of the forums will change over time, okay? I've got this to a point now where, we've got this as a point as a team. I've got this to a point to where we think this is fine for this to be pushed out into the public so you guys can start using it. But things will change, you know, maybe the odd forum will get added, different forums will get, you know, not removed, but they may get pushed into different areas and stuff like that. Don't think we'll remove forums and delete posts, because we won't be doing that. Everything you post on this forum will stay on the forum. I'm just talking about little organisational things that we'll have to do. The sidebar. So I guess we'll talk about this. Actually, we'll talk about the design of the website. So it actually is, it's dynamic. So if I've got this in a full screen window for recording, but if I move the size of my window around, the forum will change its size. So it's dynamic, and also it has a mobile version. So if you view the forums on your iPhone, or tried to view the old forum on your iPhone, for example, or any other smartphone, you'll probably have noticed that you just loaded up the actual website, which is okay, which is fine, but it's not very user friendly on such a small screen. But now there is a dedicated skin for the mobile version of the site, which is just totally amazing. Which again goes on to this thing just being a totally top of the range thing. We've just got tons of features. So what we've got is a video plugin on the right. Now this is, well, I can change this and put different videos in, and I thought I'll just put the year review in to start with. But this will change as new videos get uploaded and stuff like that. Then we've got the Twitter feed. This is the Twitter feed from me. From the @UnitLostGaming account. You should follow that, but this will be updated on the side of the forum. We also have the Facebook like module, so you can like Unit Lost and the rest of that, which is another thing we really need to work on doing. But the community as a whole will help us with this, because it's been something we've been a little bit lax on. Because if I'm totally honest, the older forum was a little bit of a security nightmare. Like, to put a lot of, and also it couldn't really handle much traffic. So if I was to start promoting that all over the place, it could be pretty bad for me, because I mean, of course, I never really promoted it that much. I spoke about it on live streams and stuff like that, but never really actively promoted it like I will do this, because I can 100%, I know this website is absolutely made for, well, it's made for maximum victory, ladies and gentlemen. And then we've got recent topics, so you can see where I've made the new welcome to the home of Unit Lost topic, and Kirioff, these guys have been testing the forum and all the rest of that stuff and adding stuff the mod guys have and things like that. But then, this is the interesting part. We have a upcoming calendar events section. Now, this shows you certain events that are coming up. Now, these are test events that have been put in, but these will eventually be gaming day events or community leader gaming events, because the guys run a lot of events through the community, but this is a very good way of doing that. Now, let me show you this on the calendar tab, because there is a fancy ass calendar, which is this, okay? Now, if you go to this, so if you're looking for an event to take part in the community, okay, that the community leaders are running and all the rest of that, or you're just looking for people's birthdays, apparently, I think I might change that, because the birthday thing is kind of like a bit redundant, maybe. But we can see that on Friday the 3rd, Face Off Friday is going to happen, okay? So if that was, imagine that was an event, imagine that was PlanetSide 2. Then we know on Friday, PlanetSide 2 is going to happen, and the guys have put a date in, and well, they put a time in and stuff like that, and you can see that. So this is like a major improvement in terms of like organisation. You know, like this is so much better than our existing system we had, which was just that, you know, the guys would put posts on the forums, and people would have to search through and try and find out what's going on, and you know, blah blah blah, and that's a bit of a pain up the ass, really. So yeah, this is pretty much the main page of the forum. I'm going to avoid going into the forums and showing you guys actual posts, because it's going to show people's IP addresses, because I'm logged in as the admin and I don't really want to do that. So I trust you to go over there and check it out. I mean, I implore you to just go over there and check this out. I mean, if you've seen the video, you don't want to sit here and listen to me talk crap. Just get over there and just go around and check the forum out for yourself. So these other links we've got are to the YouTube channel, obviously, to the Twitch. This thing is interesting because this is the subscription module. Now, allow me to explain this, because this is a pretty big thing. So you can subscribe to the forum, okay? Now, what this means is you get a fancy badge depending on what level of subscription you take up. So let's say if you go for the $5 per month, these are all done via PayPal as well. You will get the supporter badge underneath your forum avatar, okay? It will look bigger than that on the forum. It's slightly bigger. And that's just a way of supporting the actual website. Now, the reason for this is, if you notice on the actual homepage, there are no adverts, okay? I don't like adverts that have been shoved into forums and that are all over the place and, you know, shoehorned in onto websites, because it really does kind of mess the design up, and it just messes it up, and I don't like it. So what we are going to do is run the subscription system, which, if you want to subscribe at any one of these levels, you'll get charged this per month. So let's say you go the $5 one, for example, and all of that money, as it says, all of that money will be used to pay for this website, because it is an expensive website. You know, it's got fancy hosting, it's got, you know, loads of bandwidth. It's a site that will require quite a lot of money to run. If you want to help with that, then by all means do this. That's kind of like the best way to support the forum and the community site itself. So yeah, we're going to have no adverts, because I don't like adverts. They, like I said, they just annoy me. Now, another thing we've got is the chat tab. Now, this is quite interesting, because this is a chat room. And as you can see, there are a couple of mods in the chat. You might have heard a crazy sound effect, because I believe I shall turn that off. I had sound notifications on. But this is a chat module, and you can actually pop this out. So if you click that button, it will launch in a new window, which is pretty good. And you can see these guys are talking crap. So let's talk some crap back to them. Hello, fools! Love it! So, this is quite a nice thing as well. We did have an IRC channel ages ago, and it was kind of used, and it was nice, and that was fine. I think the closest thing, well, I guess the Twitch chat is an IRC channel, what we've got at the moment, but that's the closest thing we have to like a chat group. But now we've got this, so you can actually sit in the website on unitlost.com and take part in the chat. If you notice the chat as well, it has a little number there. That tells you how many people are in the chat. So I knew there were 3 before I joined, because it was the number 3. Now I'm in there, there's 4. This is totally ridiculous as well. And obviously moderators and such can do moderation things. So these guys who are moderators can like click on your name like this and kick and ban you or ignore you. So I don't think you can come in here and spam, you dirty buggers. So this is the chat room, pretty fancy, pretty fancy. Then we've got the member list, which is kind of like a list of members, so I'm not really going to show you that, whatever. The other thing we have is the blog. Now, this is another thing I really, 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 really wanted. This is the ability for users to have their own blog on unitlost.com. So let's use Kalinars as an example, okay? So he's made a blog. This is his New Year resolutions, okay? And you can see other people have got their blog posts below. Like, so if I made a blog post now, it would appear at the top. Like, this is kind of like the global blog feed. But let's say I only want to read Cal's blog. Well, I'm going to click this. I'm going to go to his actual blog post and say, oh, this is very good. So I'm going to say, good Lord, Cal. Love it. So I'm going to make a comment because I absolutely love this blog post. which is Fandabby So hopefully that should show up here. There should be a comment, so let's refresh that. Oh, yeah, so you can see there's a comment that I've just made, but we can actually follow Cal's blog if we want. So if we click this link here to Cal's blog, it will take us to Cal's blog, and we can see all of the posts he's made. So you can see up the top, Cal's blog, beard and tea, absolutely beautiful. And you can see all the posts he's made. So he's been talking about today he made a blog, which is great. But I mean, you can see that you guys could really use this and have your own blog. And to me, this is just totally amazing. Like it's such a good system. It's absolutely ridiculous. We also have let's go back to the forums, see if I can show you this. Sign out. What I want to show you is we have here we go. So you see this here, the Steam icon. Now, if you click that, I'm not going to do this now because it's going to open different windows. If you're new to the forum and you click the Steam icon, you can sign in with your Steam account into the forum. Okay, I'm not too sure if it works if you have an existing account because it will make you a new account, I think. Okay, this is very much experimental at the moment, but if you want to sign up new, you can do it through your Steam account. Another thing we are working on is Steam integration into user profiles. Now, what this means is it will show you all of the games you've got. It was on your user profile, all the games you've got, the how long you've played in each game and all that stuff. Like really, really good stuff, basically. I think I'm just going to leave it at that, guys. I could show off all the user profile stuff because you can like edit your user profile and put custom backgrounds in. But a lot of this you will work out just messing about on the forum. And this really is a place. Like the old forum, no disrespect to the old forum, but it wasn't really a nice place to be. In the sense of it was old, it was old software. It was kind of slow at times, and it was like, the content was great, but it was just this though is a website I can just sit on all day. This is rivals modern forums such as like NeoGAF and any other gaming forum you can mention. It really is a fantastic thing, ladies and gentlemen, and this has only been possible with the support you guys have showed us over the last year. And the continuing support you give us, because without the fans, none of this would be possible. And I'm just like, you can tell I'm really excited. This is just such an awesome thing to have. We have this absolutely fantastic community website now that we can work with. We can all work together on. We can just take to the next level. This is just like a completely, it's just totally awesome. It's absolutely awesome. I'm running out of superlatives to say. That's not, that is the right word. Yeah, I'm just going to keep saying awesome over and over again. It really, really, really is awesome. But you know what? Maybe I can show you. Let's jump into this because I'm not logged in, so we won't see any dodgy information. So you can see me there, admin, whatever. Let's find Underdog because I know Underdog has changed his profile page, and let's see if it will let us view his profile. It might not do because we're not logged in. I don't think it will. Maybe not. But like I said, guys, there's a lot of stuff on this forum, and there's I would be here all day if I was trying to explain every single feature to you. But the main thing you need to know is this is a place now where everybody can go and everybody can just talk to each other, sort everything out, talk unit loss, talk slap the desk, talk gaming, to everything. I will be on this all the goddamn time. You will see down the bottom. You see where it says users online? You will see my name all the time. I will never leave. This is just, it's like a dream come true. But I'm going to leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. This is the new Unit Lost website. This is just, it's just pure, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely 100% pure. So, I'll see you on the forums, ladies and gentlemen. Get your arse over there and sign up for an account if you don't have one. If you do have one, then just log in with your existing account off the old forum. My God, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'll catch you next time. Oh, my Lord. Toodaloo.